Hi, my name is Keith and I'm known as the Florida Stone Man, and today I'm going to be talking to you all about how astral traveling is not a joke. I've made other videos like this. I'm going to continue to keep making videos like this until the message fully gets out and until it's fully understood. But it's really shocking how many of you are actually not fully aware of what astral traveling really does. And it's beneficial, it's good. It can be used for certain things. You can actually help or heal people in the spiritual realm. Most of you have watched American Horror Story probably 3 times in the same episode, same season 3 times, and you think it's a joke. So you take your spirituality as a joke, certain things in the spiritual realm take you as a joke as well. And it's not so fun because a lot of you do have permanent damage to your spiritual bodies just by astral traveling and not knowing what you even did. Now, I'm going to teach about some certain things you guys can do to prevent astral travelers from getting into your home. But it's really unfortunate because you guys don't know what you're doing. It's the equivalent of breaking into someone's home. If you don't know that person and you want to astral travel into their home, what are you doing? That's my question. Like, do you think it's a joke to walk around in someone's home? Would you do that in actuality rather than with your spirituality? Would you break into that person's home and be like, haha, I'm just sitting on your couch? No, that person, what if that person has thinks you're someone else? And in Florida, people defend themselves for stuff like that. So why not just do the same in the spiritual realm? I set spiritual traps. People try to astral travel to me all the time, and those people don't really know what happened after. But I do warn people. I tell people, like, hey, I teach astral travel traps and I have astral travel traps. What don't you understand? People, a good portion of the time, most of you guys are not actually astral traveling. Some of you guys try, but your guides literally hold you down and be like, no, don't do this. You don't want to do this. It's not going to be good for you. I hope the wind doesn't pick up too much in this video. One thing you can do as well to just listen to your guides. If they don't want you astral traveling, like you don't even know what astral traveling fully is. You don't know the difference between astral projection, astral, just different exercises. And what you're doing is, first of all, some of you don't even know all of your spirit guides, or angelic guides, or angelic spirit guides. It's pretty much, they're not the same thing, but I like to put them in the same category just for the sake of making it easy for you guys to know. But you can't be astral traveling on your own terms. It's not up to you. Our guides help us astral travel. We don't do anything with our spiritual gifts on our own. Also, you need permission from God to astral travel certain places, or if you're doing it out of a bad intention, you're going to have a big surprise. Now, some of you are just being curious. Some of you are just being like, I just want to see what happens when I astral travel. Yeah, you're going to see what happens, but you're not going to know what happens. What does that mean? You're going to try something, you're going to be messed up, and you're not even going to know where it came from. So, I'm going to give an example. I was in the live of my TikTok, and people were like, teach us about astral traveling. Oh, I'm going to astral travel tonight. Someone in the live said, I'm going to astral travel to you. And I'm like, well, you're not going to know what happens when you're not fully getting back, because I do set certain traps for people to not fully get back. So I can recognize who the person was. I can either do something else with it. Depends. It depends on the intention of the person astral traveling. If they truly didn't know, I might just release them. If they're just being innocent and they didn't really know what they were doing. And that's not even the worst thing that can happen. So it's not just Earth out here. It's just, there's several different dimensions. So we have Earth, we have several different dimensions of Earth, we have different other dimensions out there. When you astral travel, you have no idea what you're doing, especially when you go against the advice of your guides. Guess what happens? You go to other dimensions, other things see you. You don't even know what timeline you're in the other dimensions, because you can be getting there at a certain time, and that's not the right time for you to be there, but you're there because you didn't know what you're doing. You're just ending up anywhere. It's kind of like a balloon when it blows in the wind. It's just, when it lands, it's going to land somewhere, and it might not be in a good place. Now, like for example, you guys, I'm not saying you guys, a lot of people will watch American Horror Story and be like, I want to astral travel, and you astral travel. Most of you, a large percentage of you who don't pass your spirit guides will get just blocked from astral traveling. Like nothing happened, you didn't feel anything. If at the most, you'll feel like headaches, migraines, you're getting resistance, and you learn not to do it again, and you don't try again. The people who bypass their spirit guides and angelic guides, the guides are like, okay, I'm just gonna let this person do it by themselves so they can learn. And you guys don't learn. You really don't learn. Stuff will happen and you don't know what's happening. So let's just say Susie wants to astral travel, and you guys, I've made videos about this in the past. There's a giant rule book to astral traveling. You have to have perfect temperatures in your room. You have to have certain things on your windows. You can't have certain mirrors up. The ceiling, even the ceiling, it can't be dirty. Just there's certain things because dirt and dust attract a certain energy, and you have to have your entire room in tip-top shape when you astral travel. Let alone, you have to make sure there's nothing dark around you. So if you have a roommate who's extremely dark, but you're light and everything's good with you, guess what? They know that you're astral traveling, so they're gonna come with you. And there is different rules with astral traveling. Things can put themselves on your silver cord and attach to your silver cord. That's the worst thing an entity can ever attach themselves to, because they come back in you, or in and around you. So a lot of people will have it in the back of your skulls, in the back of your necks, and you won't even know. Like, you'll just have this weird tingling feeling. You'll have these weird sensations. I've seen this happen with several people. So you astral travel to somewhere you shouldn't have against your guides. I mean, it depends how far you get into astral traveling. I really do hope most of you are not getting far. Most of you are not getting far because you're getting blocked, or the entities are trying to come back with you too soon. You're feeling it. So it depends on how persistent you guys are against going against your angels and the spirit guides' advice. They're just basically gonna lay it down and be like, okay, guess what? I'm done doing this. You guys, you can do it by yourself, and guess what? Let's just say you made it to the point where you successfully made it out of your body by yourself. Your guides aren't helping you. They're gonna make sure you're safe, but they're not gonna help you astral travel. So when you want to leave your room, when you want to start going to different places, you have other helpers, but they're helping at a cost. So it's usually fallen angels, or just most of the time you guys are getting lucky. It's just dark entities, and they're coming back with you, and you have no idea what's going on. So when you get back to your body, because I don't know how long some of you guys are gone for. When you get back to your body, things are never the same. Some of you have already experienced this. Some of you have already been blocked from experiencing this, but when you get back to your body, and you're like, some weird things are going on. Like you'll have very, very hard concepts of size. So like you feel like you'll be tripping. You'll just be tripping in your room. You're like, wow, why is the size in my room different? Like, why is everything so different? And you're gonna feel like you're sleeping more, you're sleeping less, you're getting lost in your sleep, your dreams are not the same, you're getting contaminated messages from your guides, you're not able to connect to your guides, yeah, because something else connected you made it past your guides, and something else is connecting to you that's not your guides, and now that's an attachment from within, from your silver cord. Now, this can put your family in spiritual danger as well. Not good. You really don't know what you're doing. And like I said, if you're trying to astral travel to someone's home, there's a giant chance that person's angels are going to fully attack you. Like, not just fully attack you, they're going to hack and slash to make sure you stay away. And it's not going to be fun. Depends on how hard you're doing it and how hard you're resisting them fighting you. But you're breaking in that person's home, and that's their defense system. If anything, if that person has really strong angels, you're not going to be the same ever when you come back, because they're defending you and they're making sure that you don't come back to do that again. That's what it's a defense system. It's like a security guard at the door. You try to walk in, you get a shove, you try to walk in again, you get a bigger shove, you get pushed on your back. Now you're in a car. It's not on a car, but that's what I'm saying. It's with security guards. It happens in South Florida all the time. Don't astral travel if you don't know what you're doing. Don't go into people's houses, especially if you don't know them, especially if it's not for a reason of helping them. You have to have their consent and be like, hey, I'm going to help you. I visit you in the dream realm to basically, and even then, you have to be really advanced to do that. If you don't know what you're doing, stop. Just stop if you don't know what you're doing. And you're like, well, why are you going to teach us how to do this? I'm like, I'll teach this privately on how to astral travel properly, because there's good ways to do it and there's bad ways to do it. Most of you are doing it the bad way. Most of you are reading a guide online that doesn't have all the information. Most of you are, I hope you guys are not using other people's sigils online. Other people's sigils are energy traps. I'm going to tell you that right now. If you're using any kind of sigil from anyone else, that contains an energy trap. You'll see people on TikTok or on Instagram, on YouTube, posting their sigils like, hey, use this sigil and you're going to astral travel. Yeah, because you're literally funneling them, your energy from your spiritual gifts and your energy from your etheric body. So you're giving them your energy by using their sigil. I'll tell you that right now, just to make sure you guys don't need to try that again. But I'm teaching astral traveling preventatives, people that are not astral travel into your home. Now, I'm going to give away more secrets on this video than I have in other videos. You can put some sharp, you can take a razor, or well, not, okay, you. This is YouTube, so you can take something sharp. Don't do anything with yourself with it. Don't, and you could just place it next to, like, somewhere where no one's gonna touch, okay? Place it by, like, a window, like, on the outside of the window. So even if it's someone trying to, like, break in spiritually, you can use, something sharp. A razor is all I'll say. I'm not even gonna say what kind of razor, because it's YouTube, but you can put some kind, you can anoint it with certain oils. I'm not gonna give away what kind of oils you anoint it with. That alone can cut someone's silver cord. I finally taught it. That alone can really, really, if someone tries to astral travel into your home, you can sever their cord. Maybe not fully, but when they get back to their body, they'll never be able to do it again. This is finally the video I teach this. I said I would teach this in certain classes. Make sure you guys are not doing this incorrectly. I teach this because I've seen so many people try to astral travel into random people's homes, and it's breaking and entering. I'm teaching you guys how to defend yourself. This is defending yourself spiritually. This video is not about anything physical or any kind of physical anything. No, this is a spiritual video. Disclaimer, disclaimer, disclaimer. But I just gave away one of the biggest secrets, but that's not even the biggest secret. That's just to let you guys know on what you can do to stop certain people from astral traveling and to make sure they never do it again. So when that person comes back to their body, you'll have to find your own anointing oil for that, because I'm not going to give away that on YouTube. But you'll anoint it. Make sure you're responsible with the razor. You guys are adults. This video is not meant for kids. I have put it in the comment section that it's not meant for kids. You're adults. What you can do to protect yourself against astral travelers is using that method. Make sure, like I said, make sure you're careful with this. That's it. That's one major method that you can use to... I'll give you guys another one. Hawthorn berries are very heavy and strong against anyone pinpointing your astral location. So people sometimes have to specifically add them on the site of where your DNA resides. Your spiritual DNA, because we all have like a spiritual fingerprint, a spiritual signature, a spiritual marking that resonates with our soul specifically, that God has given us all individually, even from this life and past lives. Our signature kind of changes and becomes a little more evolved, hopefully. Some of you default, go backwards, but I'm not. This video is not really meant for people who are okay with going backwards. I'm teaching you guys how to go forwards. Hawthorn berries around the window, especially when the pin is shrunk, went through it. And you guys can, like, what was it called? You can soak the berries, and then you can put a pin through it, and you can just put them up and you can hang them from the window. You can do about 9 berries. People are not going to be able to find you astrally, so people will try to astral project, and then they won't really hit the right location, and even if they finally find a little bit of the right location, they'll get struck. So basically, their spiritual body will take spiritual damage, and they'll get the consequences of trying to astral travel to you without your permission. And if anyone has any comments like, oh, you're so harsh, these people are breaking and entering into your home. Normally, when someone tries to astral travel into your home, they're trying to do some kind of bad act. So they're trying to break into your home to steal something from you spiritually, or do something much worse, like something that has to do with being an incubus or a succubus. This is more of the grim part of the video, because when someone's astral traveling into your home, they're trying to do something with you. They're trying to take advantage of you. And people sometimes get away with doing this, but I'm sick of people getting away with trying certain things. And I'm really teaching you guys how to seriously armor yourself. So you can do the hawthorn berries, the razor method, and what else can I teach? I can't teach everything on here. No, I might leave certain pieces for you guys to put together, but you can design certain jars. You're gonna have to make your own recipe, because I won't share my personal one here. You can make certain jars to trap an astral traveler. So 65 to 70% of their soul is stuck in the jar. There's certain things you can do in the jar. So it's kind of like like when you see snails and they go into the jar, you stick the jar closed and you're like, okay, someone tried to astral travel, and now you get to decide what to do that person can astral travel. One thing you can do is you can put it in the ocean. The ocean kind of acts like a graveyard. You can bury it. You can choose to unbury it. And this is a different side to me you guys are seeing, because you have to be aggressive when people are astral traveling into your home. People can do the worst things, the darkest acts on the entire planet in astral traveling with without you guys realizing it, and you guys need to be protected from this. I've seen people in my life basically try to, and trust me, I've seen a lot of you try to astral travel to me. It depends, because I'll read the intention of, like, I have my own specific set of jars. I'm not going to say exactly what I have in here, but I can tell who tried to astral travel and what they try to do, and any precautions anything I should further do from there. So not every situation I will treat the same. So sometimes you can throw it in the ocean, you can bury it. It depends. Different sites you bury the jar is you can bury it under a tree, you can bury it under somewhere nice. It really depends, but there's different things that you can do to protect yourself. Now, a few more notes on this video. If you're someone who would like to learn how to astral travel properly, go slow and go with the help of your spirit guides. Go with the help of your angels. You can't do it on your own. You're not going to be able to do it on your own. If you think you're doing it on your own, you're not going to be on your own, but you're not going to be with your guides helping you like that. So this is serious business, because if you astral travel, once you bypass a certain level of astral traveling, you get more fluid with it. So, like, even people can sit and lay down in a bed and astral travel. At one point, you'll just be able to sit in your chair and just be able to step out of your body, and you'll feel it and be like, okay, cool. And you'll just kind of fluid with it. And that takes some practice, but you have to know exactly what you're doing at that point, because it's kind of like lubrication to the etheric body to be able to just kind of step out of your body. Once you start doing it, you get very good at it, and you want to make sure that you're doing it correctly and you're doing it right, because some people will keep trying till they're actually good at it, but they're not having help from their guides. This video is very abstract, and I do have to get to that. I did have to give away some really harsh secrets on how you guys to protect yourselves. These are not even the harshest ones. You can get much stronger. Okay, I can give you guys one more secret. So basically, you can use a thorn. Okay, this is not even the strongest of secrets that I'm teaching, because I can't teach the strongest on YouTube. You can take the thorns of blackwood tree, which they sell anywhere online. People use them for decorations. Don't prick yourself on them, because essentially they're poisonous. But I mean, they're not poisonous if you're not just sticking themselves in you. So this video is for adults, responsible spiritual people. Put the black thorns in the windows, just anywhere around, because you want to focus on the windows and on doors, because that's where astral travelers usually land. You can put some of your hair around it as well, because they're going to look for you when they're astral traveling to you. When they land on your location, that person in the spiritual realm is done. I have to be harsh on, I taught you guys a few secrets on here. Now you guys know how to protect yourselves. These are not the strongest secrets. Some people, especially the people who get jewelry from me and I can really trust and know, I teach them the more advanced methods. You guys have to be harsh on people trying to astral travel to your home, because these people are trying to do dark things, and they're trying to take advantage of you. They're trying to make jokes. They're trying to really mess with you when you're on your highest path to your highest good. Now, even the government has documents on astral traveling. That's not new to them. They release it online. I'm glad I finally taught some of the more harsh secrets. This is going to be a very serious video for you guys to protect yourselves, because maybe some of you have an astral traveler. Like, you're like, I don't know this person. They're coming into my house, or this psychic is taking advantage of me. Not anymore. You'll probably never hear back from them once you try one of the techniques. If you have any questions, and keep in mind, you are fighting for your rights, for your freedom, for your spiritual protection. You're not doing anything dark when you protect yourself. If people are trying to break into your home and you let them, they're going to do whatever they want. So if you have any questions, ask them in the comment section. This is one of the deeper videos, one of the more informational videos to really, because I'm sick of people getting victimized by bad intention people with astral traveling. If you have any questions, ask them in the comment section. Until then, I'll see you guys next time. Ciao.